savings zakho. I know you can get carried away with money, but I have money is coming in, money don't, but you need to be really careful on how you use your money, because you, at the back of your mind, you know exactly, but you are actually a freelancer. So it's not, some things are not really guaranteed. Hi guys, hello, Molweni, Dumelang, Sanbonani. Welcome back to my channel. Let me start with those who have always been with me. My subscribers, I have, how many subscribers now? I have like 85 subscribers, and thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing my channel. I'm really grateful. I appreciate your effort, because I started with like 0 subs, so I'm really grateful to those who have shared my content, to those who have viewed my content, and to those who have subscribed to my channel. I'm really grateful, and welcome back to my channel. And for the people who are coming for the first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Olati Sowakomenziwa, and I hope you're going to enjoy my content. I hope you're going to stay. I hope you're going to subscribe. I hope you're going to share, like, and comment. Today's video is an educational video, yes, because I've been getting quite a lot of questions based on my previous video. If you haven't watched my previous video about the short course that has rescued me from being an unemployed graduate, I would like to advise you to go back and watch that video, and then you come back to this one. My aim on that previous video was not really about being educational and sharing about the course that I've done, but the main point of that video was me sharing my journey, my story on how my career has changed. Yeah, so people wanted to know more about the course, and I see that there's a lot of people who are interested. There's a lot of unemployed graduate. It's tough, guys. So now I decided that, okay, let me make a video on the specifically on the facilitation and assessor moderator course that I've done. I've done assessor and facilitator, since people have been asking. So I'm like, oh, let me just make a video so that people can understand, can start maybe doing the course. I'll be sharing the requirements, I'll be sharing where I've done my course, I'll be sharing advantages and disadvantages of the industry. I'll be sharing the prices. I'll be sharing the different places where you could actually do your course. Yeah, and this is not a promotion of some sort of companies that are doing the course. It's just me sharing my experience and sharing my information, my 2 cents information on the course, since people have been showing some interest. So I might as well just share and share. So guys, I'm not stingy with information. I'm not really stingy with information, because I believe that we have to win. So I mean, how can you struggle whereas I have information about something that could actually help you? So I'm going to share everything that I know about the course, and also I have asked my other colleagues to give me some information, because since I'm kind of new in the industry, so I have asked so I have collected a few points here and there so that I can share into that is very informative to you, into that you can actually use, into that I am sure about. I don't want to share something that I'm unsure of. Yeah, and when you are sharing izinto, people will want to know more, and you have to answer questions. So that's why I've done a bit of research about it first, because I'm still new, but I have information about it. So today's video is all about that information of the assessor, facilitator, and moderator. I'll be sharing companies, prices, and everything. Let me start, guys. So basically, I'll start with UE facilitation course. Facilitation course costs around about 2,000. Yeah, it's 2,000. 2K, guys. 2K. It's a short course that takes about a week to complete. Yes, it's very short. It's very short, and it's not really difficult. It's not difficult, so it takes about a week or two, depending on the company that you are doing Guyo, or depending on yourself. But how long do you take? But it usually takes about a week or two, because now I took a week to complete the assessments that I was supposed to do. Number two, you can do it online. It's a distance learning course or online course. But if you are around the place where the company is situated, you can actually attend classes. Or what they do, if you are many in the place, maybe let's say you are in Tabangol. I'm always going to make an example in Tabangol, because it's my hometown. So I'm always going to make an example. Let's say maybe you are in Tabangul. So now you are 5. The company that I've done my course at can actually send a person and look for a venue where these 5 people are going to attend classes for facilitation. Yeah, but so if you are alone or you are 2, the company can't make that effort to come to only 1 person or 2 people. So you can actually do an online distance learning, then you complete and then you send. So the company that I've done my facilitator at is called Lembetsi Business Enterprise. I've written the name of the company here, so you're going to see. I'm also gonna put their logo so that you cannot go to a wrong company. So it's Lembetsi Business Enterprise. I just hope I'm pronouncing the name right, because guys, I'm not Betty, I'm not Swana, so excuse my pronunciation. So yeah, it's Lembetsi Business Enterprise. And another company that I've asked from a colleague of mine is Ulwazi. So I'm going to put the pictures of the logos, the company, so that you can like try to weigh options in your, when you are actually doing research or when you want to start doing the course. So my facilitation was 2,000 rands to do. You do it for a week. You wait for about a month or 2 for your statement of results, because remember, guys, it has to go, like, it has to be assessed, it has to be moderated. Now when no one's a short course, you have to be assessed, you have to get moderated. So it takes quite some time to buy results, but it's not really too much. Like, it's not too much. It's like 1 to 2 months. So you just need to be patient. I know being unemployed is very, very stressful. So the patience, and again, when you do that course, you are, because as I told you, I was doing the course because I was tired of being unemployed. It has only been like a month in the unemployed, but I was already tired. I was taking everything coming my way, but okay, I'm gonna do it. So I know that you're gonna be pressured, but okay, I'm doing this course. You're gonna have hope, but okay, I'm going to work after this. It's true, you're going to find a job, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Eventually, man, we're all gonna get jobs, well-paying jobs. But okay, we gotta be patient, even if, because it now after doing the course, I waited quite some, like a few months to actually find employment. So we just need to be patient and patient. Then number 2, it's the assessor, ne? So I've done my assessor 2,500. I'm going to talk about this company, like the one I've done kuyo, because it's the only one I know ending say kuyo, but Zikon, there are quite some few that actually also do the course. So, but I'm going to talk about Lembetse because I've done my course there and it was recommended to me. So I'm also recommending it to you guys. I want you to go to a legit company. I don't want you to do a course in these shady private places and then come back to me and like, hi Kayla, so when the course that you told us about, is it Guys, I don't want that. So that's why I'm recommending a few companies that are quite legit, companies that have been recommended to me. Yeah, but so my assessor course I've done get 2.5. Yeah. Now your assessor, it's the same procedure. You do it for a week and then you wait and wait. So now the difference between a facilitator and an assessor. So now I'm coming to the requirements. So facilitator, you have to have a certificate, a certificate of some sort. It's either N6, N5, ne? Noba wenze a higher certificate on something. It could be also a diploma, a degree, ne? So it doesn't have to be really a diploma or degree, because I have a diploma, ne? So people will be like, oh, I don't have a diploma, I have a certificate on something. Even if you've done a course for 6 months or I'm not really good at those because I don't know, hey bona guys. But the first requirement for facilitator course, you have to have a certificate, a certain skill that you have, ne? Because number one, the facilitator course, when you become a facilitator now, after you've completed your short course, remember, you are going to teach, you are going to be a facilitator to students that are doing a learnership. So in this learnership industry, there is subjects that you teach, ne? Umzekelo, I'm in new venture creation level 2, NQF level 2. So I'm teaching new venture creation. New venture creation is equivalent to business management. Yeah, so it's basically business management, because I teach business. I teach people how to open their businesses, how to operate in businesses, how to all that stuff that has to do with business management. Only because the course that I've done, the qualification that I've done in varsity has to do with business industry, logistics industry, purchasing industry. So everything that I teach is linked to my varsity qualification. So that's why they require you to have a certificate of a certain skill that you acquired before you started doing the short course. People who have done the computer course, they do fit in the facilitator industry, because even there is e-learnerships that only focus on end user computing. So if you have acquired a qualification in computer, you can actually do a facilitator that is going to be linked to your qualification that you have acquired. So you can do end user computing. Even in social work, you can actually be a facilitator for social work. Even in engineering, you can be a facilitator for engineering, because remember guys, there's quite a lot of learnerships, because I'm sure Nani, you have seen posts learnership bati bafuna learners for plumbing, learners for engineering, learners for new venture creation, learners for business management, learners for computer. So each and every learnership in a subject desire. So that's why the requirements is all about you having a certificate of a certain subject, or you having a qualification of a certain subject. So that's the requirement for being able to do the facilitator. Because I have asked my colleague, but okay, can't a person always no grade 12 ne, be a facilitator? And then she said, no, you need to have acquired a skill or can acquire a certificate of something, so that that certificate, that diploma, that degree can be linked to your facilitator. It will determine what subject do you teach on the learnership. I think it makes sense, guys, because you can't just do facilitator and be like, I'm just going to teach anything. You need to acquire some skill. But okay, I've done this at varsity, I've done this at college, I've done this short course here, computer. So now I can actually be a facilitator after I've completed my course. Ne? So number 2, assessor. Ne? When you are done with facilitator, you can actually do your assessor. Assessor ke yona, and you already have a facilitator, and you have already facilitated, you have already been a facilitator for certain companies or for a certain company. So assessor is whereby you can do it now as a short course, Lendity 2.5. I already have it. But you're another requirement to be a registered assessor, because you have to be registered with different SETAs. Ne? There's agri SETA, there's service SETA. Then for Yona, you need to have experience in facilitation. So you need experience to be a registered assessor. It doesn't matter, you can do your assessor together with your facilitator, but you can only be registered as an assessor after you have acquired experience of 3 years. You need experience. So you can actually be a facilitator without experience. You can use your certificate as a facilitator, acquire experience, and then after some time you can now be a registered assessor. You can now assess files, you can now assess books of the learners that have been taught by a facilitator. So for assessor, you need to be experienced as a facilitator. So it's a link, it's linking. Start with facilitator, come to assessor, and then go to a moderator. Even a moderator, you need to be experienced as an assessor. So two, as a assessor and moderator, you need experience more than anything. You need to be experienced. So that's the procedure of SZ2. So now another thing that I want to touch is, and you're a freelancer. So the disadvantage of being a freelancer, the disadvantage of being a freelancer is that you are mostly in contracts. Yes, sometimes you get a 4-month contract, sometimes you get a 6-month contract, but it's not really a big deal, because they do sometimes renew your contract, but it makes personally, it makes me skeptical, because I'm like, oh, I wonder if they're going to renew my contract. I wonder if I'm going to get a place next year, or after 6 months, or after 4 months. So it's quite a disadvantage to me, because you are not sure of the job, but okay, my contract is gonna get renewed next year, or after those 6 months that they have given you. So as being a freelancer, any freelancer, it doesn't matter, nobody facilitator, nobody wins and doing, but being a freelancer, you need to be able to know how to save, because there are dry seasons, guys. We all know. I'm sure freelancers know, but there can be actually dry seasons where you don't find any contract, any job. So you need to be careful with on how you spend money. You need to be able to budget. You need to be able. Okay, now I'm teaching. You need to be able to save. Bene savings zakho. I know you can get carried away with money, but oh, I have money. Money is coming in. Money don't. But you need to be really careful on how you use your money, because at the back of your mind, you know exactly, but you are actually a freelancer. So it's not, some things are not really guaranteed, but you will find a job after this one. So you are not really permanent. It's always contract. And not to say that there are no companies that employ you permanently. There are companies that can actually employ you to be their facilitator permanently, because there are FETs whereby you can be that a facilitator there. So EFT, we know most, but it's a scholar, and it's they're always operating. So you can actually be employed kwezandawo and be permanent and settle all your things. So that's the disadvantage, but it can get dry. You need to be able to save. You need to be able to use your money so that you don't go broke. Broke and you're making really good money, because in this industry, I don't want to lie, guys, there is money. There is money, guys, there is money, economy, but yeah, you need to use it kakuhle, and ungabi ngubhudmadlisa apha ube uspenda, whereas you're not sure about your next contract is gonna come or not to say they don't come, but they do come. Kodwa, you need to be extra careful. Then another an advantage of this is that in most cases was pet, because you can actually have a site at a certain place, whereas your offices they are in Joburg, or they are in Tata, or they're in East London, your main office. When I were to a certain village where you're going to be a facilitator for that particular class in that village, it's mostly done as Lalin, guys. So we are mostly based as Lalin. Yes, the skills development is mostly done in as Lalin, to learnerships as Lalin. So it's more like you are your own supervisor, even though you have coordinators, but you mostly work on your phone. You are mostly submitting your registers and everything with your phone. So uziphethe, akho mntu who's following you around, ba hayi kutheni uhleli phansi, kutheni ibreak iphuma ngexesha, why are students not coming to school, but the only thing you need to be careful about is because you need to meet the deadline. You need to always submit the things that are required by the office. You need to always submit your registers. Make sure that your learners submit registers. Your learners do their work. They do complete their workbooks, because you guys, you can get carried away because you're like, oh, I don't have anyone looking at me, I don't have anyone supervising me, I don't have anyone following me around. But you need to be extra careful. You need to be disciplined. But okay, I need to meet deadline, I need to complete certain things, I need to do my job. So it needs someone who's also disciplined. Ewe kumnandi ungaphathwa, guys. It's really nice ungaphathwa ncam, because you are all on your own in that site. You are staying there around the place. So kumnandi that way. That's the advantage, but you need to be extra careful. So it's life as a freelancer is more about being careful, save, budget, because now nyani, you can't be getting carried away. But where will your next contract come from? Or you don't know where will your contract come from. But ke guys, kumnandi kwa freelancing, it's really good. Kumnandi kwa facilitation, kumnandi kwa assessing. Yeah, so this was the video that you requested, guys. And a video request, wow. This is the video that you requested, but I should do a detailed video on how to go about with facilitator, assessor, and moderator. I haven't acquired my moderator, so I don't have moderator. I still have a facilitator and assessor, so that's why I'm not really going into too much detail on the moderator. But it's the same procedures, guys. You do moderator after you have acquired some experience in assessor. So I hope I have answered all your questions. I hope I have given you information that you have been asking. I hope I didn't fumble, guys, with this video, because really people have been asking on my WhatsApp, on Facebook. People have been asking about the course that I was talking about. And please, guys, continue watching my videos. Please continue sharing my videos. Please continue liking my videos, and please continue spreading the word that Latisa is on YouTube. So please tell people to subscribe on my channel. And guys, I've been getting a lot of messages, but I think they people mean well with that. Remember, guys, so we are used to the environment of environment. So when you actually see a person from Islalini speaking English, I don't want to say proper English, but speaking English, you'll be like, because there's that, I don't know, it's stigma being put to English. Don't comment down below, guys, but how has it been growing up as Lalin and having to speak English, or having difficulties to speak English? Because there's always that thing, but when you try to topic, when you try to speak English and people will look at you English, so there's always been that thing that is dragging people down or backwards when they have to actually speak English. And guys, speaking English is important, because when you get into these places, there's no vernacular language that is being spoken. So people need to try and with English, because in these platforms it's English. There's nothing wrong with speaking your home language. There's nothing wrong with like there's nothing, literal, there's nothing wrong, but you need to be able to speak English. I know we have been programmed, especially as Lalin, if there can be two people bakwele taxini esuka elalini eya town, and then they speak English, behamba bobabini, trust me, abo bantu bazojonga fani eteksini, because ukhumshela ntoni. So we have been like programmed and raised in that particular way, ba ungasikhuluma isingisi, usikhuluma nesingisi. So sikhule kule environment ba ukhumshela ntoni. So, and guys, when you get in varsity, it's hard, because nalantu ba abantu bayakhumsha, and I have to do everything in English. There's presentations that you have to do in English. There's a lot of things that are done in English when you get to varsity. And abantu bakuthi, they are very good at ukuyibhala. They're very good at ukuyibhala, but I can write it, but when it comes to speaking it gets difficult. And you're going to attend interviews that are conducted in English, so let us try. Ansani encourage bani kumsha, but guys, kumshani when you get a chance, but that doesn't mean you should ulahle language yakho. There's nothing that bores me njengomntu who doesn't know their home language. I mean, ungayazi home language yakho, ewe kumsha, but you need to go back to your roots. You need to go back to your home language. Uyazi home language yakho, ungasibhori hey betuna. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please tell me what you think ngayo on the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.